Good morning. I got a couple of filters on my video this morning because what I want to share with you is actually kind of difficult for me to talk about, and I don't feel comfortable right now. I'm very self-conscious, and so if I'm a little fidgety, whatever. But I'm going to get really, really deeply vulnerable because you're allowed to be stupid. I'm allowed to be stupid. We're all allowed to be stupid. And the reason I'm making this video is because I need to redefine that term. All right? What I'm understanding is that the word stupid or stupid, however you want to say it if you're Australian or American, it's been used as a derogatory term for so long that most are incapable of taking the derogatory connotation away from that word. So if I say I'm being stupid, or if I call somebody else stupid, it's an automatic presumption that I'm dissing myself or disrespecting somebody else. So I want to change the definition of that. Remember when we were no longer allowed to call people retarded? Because to actually be scientifically or physically retarded was a disability, and we needed to stop using that term as a derogatory term, because those who genuinely were retarded are still valuable and precious and beautiful. They just have a retardation in their mental skills or their physical skills or even in their social skills, and that's okay. It's beautiful in their own way. So I want to try and draw our attention to how we use the word stupid and to give you permission to be stupid and give you permission to think other people are stupid. But this is coming, this hurts. See, when I work out my soul, I cry. That's soul sweat. So I'm working really hard in very tender places right now to share this message with you. Because I'm about to tell you some things where I am very stupid, that I've tried to hide that factor because a lot of people think badly of me because I'm stupid in these areas. And also, I'm stupid in some areas where some people don't even cognate that that's a thing. So I want to share with you something that is a thing, a very real thing, that I heretofore have been too kind to share with anyone face to face. This is me being kind, okay? I don't express this truth to any one particular person in a conversation because I'm being kind by not telling them this. So I'm making a video to just say it out loud. So I'm not saying this video to anyone in particular. So please, if you are offended by what I'm about to say, I personally am not speaking to you. However, the Spirit might be speaking to you, so take it up with God, not with me. She laughs so that it doesn't hurt so much. Okay, so if you're even listening at this point, you are allowed to be stupid. I'm allowed to be stupid. And one of the areas that I've often been very stupid in are things that I get accused of doing, okay? I've recently been in situations, close quarters with someone who would often accuse me of doing things. And this has happened often in my life. I've been accused of doing things or thinking things or implying things or saying things. And that accusation is a terrible, horrible thing. And at the time when I get accused of this terrible, horrible thing, I'm so shocked and horrified that I have no response. And then the only response I do have is an unkind one. So I try not to say anything instead. So I'm just going to share with you. I'm not even going to share specific because you know this. But when someone accuses me of doing a terrible, horrible thing, okay, I'll give some examples. I have been accused of, we'll just start with basics. I've been accused of being a drunk. I've been accused of being a drug addict. I've been accused of purposely undermining someone in order to get the upper hand on them. I've been accused of stealing from someone. And I've been accused of doing all these other terrible, horrible things. And the reason I get shocked and have no response in the moment when I'm accused of that is because I'm pretty stupid when it comes to meanness. I just am. I am generally and basically, default purpose, a compassionate, kind and generous person. And when people accuse me of being unkind or ingenerous or just straight out mean and cruel, I'm shocked and horrified because I don't understand what you're talking about. And I am genuinely stupid about nefarious, sneaky ways. And I have been accused of trying to manipulate and control people. And I don't understand how someone does that because I would never think to do that. Never in a million years would that thought come into my head. So when someone accuses me of this, I'm shocked and horrified at A, that's a thing that people think? Huh? Why would you think that? I don't understand. When you would think that, that's really mean. Why would you do that? And it doesn't compute in my brain. And so I'm shocked in this moment, and then I have to make the process that someone actually thinks I thought that. And I'm like, but that thought was never in my brain until you put it there, and I can't believe that anyone would ever think that. Why are you thinking that? And that's when the unkindness comes in. Because I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with your brain that you're thinking that that's a thing? So I don't say anything. Because I don't want to be cruel and mean and accuse someone of being cruel and mean. So, I'm speaking a truth that is really hard. And I'm doing this for me. So you don't have to watch this video. You don't have to sit and watch me suffer as I push through this. But maybe there's something about what I'm saying that is a truth for you. And if anything about what I'm saying is a truth for you, please feel free to join me in this. I will weep and cry and push through this truth on your behalf. Because that's what I do. That's what I do. It's what I love to do. It's this my gift as an empath. I feel the pain. I feel it personally and intimately. And I feel it on behalf of other people who aren't capable of doing it yet, so that then that helps them to walk them through getting there. So because I've been in this situation again and again and again through my life, where I've been accused of things that I would never even think of doing, and it wasn't even a thought. It was such a foreign thought to me that I'm shocked and horrified that you even mention it. And then I'm trying to grapple with the fact that that thought is in your head, and what kind of a person are you to think that that's a thing? And then I'm overwhelmed with grief for you on your part that that's a thing. That's a thing in your life. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. And someone's trying to address an issue with me that they think I have, and I'm like already running in circles 100 times around, going, there's so much energy grappling with this is a real thing. I don't understand. This is a thing in your head. That's a terrible thing that's in your head. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a thing in your head. I'm so sorry for you. How can I help you? And this one person is still over here just trying to deal with this issue. And I've already run 3 rings around them. And I still haven't attended to the issue because I'm like, how can I then? I'm like so far ahead in this running circles and rings around this issue that you can't even keep up with me, and you have no idea where I am. And so it becomes this point of, even when I do try to come around to address the issue that someone has accused me of, I'm like, Dude, I've just walked like 300 miles and in circles around you. And I'm so far, I don't want to say ahead, but I'm so far distanced from you in this moment that there's nothing I can say or do that will cross that bridge. But I've tried so many times. I've run these 300 miles of circles around this issue, and then I bend over backwards to try and be the bridge and try and pave the bridge to come to this point. And then I recognize that the person that has this issue, they're speaking from a different place. They don't understand where I'm coming from. So that I'm trying to translate where I am into a language, and I try to listen to them so I can understand their language. And then if I can understand their language, then I can translate my language, and then I can slowly build the bridge. And all this while they're just mad at me. And then they're gone. So or in a lot of cases, I've had to just leave because I'm so wrecked and exhausted from running those circles and trying to build that bridge. And the person who's arguing with me doesn't actually give a shit about me. And they're not willing to make any effort whatsoever in this conversation. They're just accusing me and run. It's like knock and run. You're a shit, and then they run away. Or they leave shit on my doorstep, and then they run away. And I've worked so hard to try and connect. I'm wasting my energy. Don't we do that a lot, my friends? We waste our energy on people who actually don't care because we care. I have way too many shits to give. I give way too many shits. I have all the shits and fucks. And I swear because it's funny and it brings a level of profane hilarity to a very painful situation to try and make it a little brighter so that I'm not just weeping on the video in front of everyone because that's uncomfortable to watch. And again, look at me. I'm trying to translate my pain to you in such a way that you can understand it without it being too uncomfortable for you. I can't not do this. And it's my gift. So that's what I'm doing. So my passion project for my life purpose that I often talk about, my passion project is answering the question, why can't we all just get along? And I have an answer to that question. But it is not a simple answer. It is taking me my life. And I'm going to write it out. I'm in the process of writing out my answer in a big thesis encyclopedia almanac of soul energy. When it comes out, it will come out in magazine form or issue form, like little booklets. That will be fun to read. It'll have some stories to it. It'll have a choose your own adventure questing game, role-playing game in the back. Oh, clearing my throat chakra so I can actually, this is the truth, be clearing my throat chakra. It'll be a fun thing. The role-playing, choose your own adventure style story adventure in the back is a way for you to practice applying all the really cool, fun soul energy stuff that I'll be sharing. So, but it's going to come out, it will be in a 2-year format. So it will be 2 years worth, 30 episodes. Okay. 30 episodes over 2 years of going through step by step by step, this understanding the almanac, the weather fluctuation or the atmosphere of soul energy. It's going to be like an encyclopedia format, so it will be simplified so that it's in a game so anyone can play. And I'm going to start it out as an e-magazine because I'm doing it all by myself and I can't afford to print everything out. So it will be an e-mag to start with so that it's less money, funds for me to put out there so that then you can buy. And then when you buy it, those funds will come to me. And then I'll be able to turn it into an actual magazine. Because I'm functioning on all this from no funds to start with, get it out there, and then the funds will come in, and then I can build it up from there. But it's going to take me to actually write this whole thing out. I don't know how many years it's going to take me, because it's taken me, I'm almost 50. It's taken me 50 years to get to this place of recognizing that no matter what I say or do, and no matter how much effort I put out, that effort's not going to be returned in most instances, because I'm stupid when it comes to how someone else thinks. And that's what I want to share with you today. I'm allowed to be stupid about how you think. And if you think differently to me, if you presumed, you probably already do. And see, that's the problem, is I got accused of things because people presume that I think the same way they do. And I'm like, I'm stupid. I'm stupid when it comes to the way you think. So if you want me to know how you think, you have to explain it to me. But most people presume that everybody thinks like them, so that they don't even know to explain. They just, you're wrong. I'm like, why do you think like that? The fact that you're presuming that I even think like you to think that I'm wrong. Anyway, I've already explained that part. I don't have to keep going around and around and around and around. I'm still doing it. I go round and round in circles trying to explain. All this to say that, yes, I am starting to retreat from speaking out loud on social media a lot more than I used to, because I'm wasting my energy. I really am. And whenever I express the truth, someone has a disagreement with me, and you're allowed to. You're 100% allowed to think I'm stupid, to think I'm wrong. I am 100% allowed to think that anything I want about you. I can think you're stupid. Let's change this stupid to not be something derogatory, but just to be an acceptance of a lack of information. I'm incredibly stupid when it comes to brain surgery. I'm incredibly stupid when it comes to the mechanics of my car. I don't know. But I am smart about general car maintenance. I know how to change a tire and change the oil and keep my car running as much as is, general maintenance. But when my car needs something that I don't know about, I take it to someone who does know something about it. Okay? And so all I want to say in this ridiculously long and painful 18 minutes already, you're allowed to be stupid. And if I call you stupid, I'm not disrespecting you. I'm acknowledging a lack of information. Now, that lack of information, I personally will always automatically presume that I'm the one who's lacking the information, because I'm stupid when it comes to being mean. I am a stupid, mean person. I wouldn't know how to be mean. I do know how to take vengeance, and I do know how to be cruel. I do. And I try not to be that way. But I also don't do it underhanded or on purpose. Usually when I'm cruel, it's because I'm expressing a truth, and because I have so many emotions, when I shut down my emotions, because we do that. That's a defense mechanism. It's a survival mechanism. When you have too many emotions, you just shut them down for a while so you can just speak clearly. And when, trust me, loves, when I turn off the emotions in my heart and I just start speaking clearly, I have what's called resting bitch voice. A lot of people, we all know what resting bitch face is. I have resting bitch voice. So if I have too many emotions, like I'm upset or I'm hurt or I'm laughing or whatever emotion it is, when I turn my emotions down and turn my emotions out of my voice, because I'm always kind. I'm always thoughtful. But when I'm overwhelmed in my emotions so that I have to turn my emotions down and the emotions leave, and I tell you straight as it is, it's not going to sound kind. It's not going to sound temperate, and it's not going to sound gentle, because I'm just giving you the truth of what I'm trying to say, because my emotions are just overwhelming. And when I shut down my emotions, that's when the default automatic emotions leak in, such as anger. Anger is the number one default emotion. So if you find you're angry about a lot of things, it's because you have a lot of emotions that are welling up and you shut them down. Pardon me. Blah. Talk about things emoting and coming up. Burp. That's what happens. Anger is what? Anger, there we go. That's a cool example. Anger is the burp of emotions. When you shut down your emotions, anger is the burp. When you shut down emotions, anger is the thing that comes out first. That's just how it is. So if you find you're very angry and accusing and my love, my love, my love, my love, my love, my love, you have a lot of emotions and you need to start unpacking them. And you need to start sorting through them. And you have the ability to start doing that on your own. There's a lot of really smart people in the world who have a lot of videos and books out on how to help you start unpacking those emotions. I am working on my own resources. I actually do have some videos on YouTube under Oracle High Priestess, the foundations of Travail Humanity. So if you want, you can go and listen to those or find somebody else to listen to. But every single one of us has direct access to the creation source. We are created as a part of creation by Creator who loves you. Love, love, love. You are loved, loved, loved. I am loved. You are loved. We have direct access to this eternal love. So if you don't know what you're doing, just ask. And if you don't have the words, it's okay, because Creator created you. You don't have to translate it. You can just go, ah. You are one away from direct help. And it will take time. Yeah. And it will take time. So you're allowed to be stupid. You're allowed to think other people are stupid. To be stupid is simply a lack of information or a lack of experience and a lack of understanding, because not everything is solved with information. You have to work that out. You receive the information, you process the information to understand it, and then you practice the information to live it. And that's a process. That's why we're here. Guess what? Not only are you allowed to be stupid, you're meant to be stupid. Because there's no possible way that you could know everything about everything. So allow yourself to be stupid, and then find the things you do know about and allow yourself to be smart about those things. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for listening, if you did. Eternal love loves you eternally. Never forget that. You are loved, you are loved, you are loved, you are loved. I love you. Now you go love you. Love you where you're smart, and love you where you're stupid, because you're beautiful.